Good morning, whole family, and welcome again to another edition of our daily devotion. This morning, we're going to be looking at Psalm 31. For us, we're going to be looking only on the first five verses. Let me read it for us. For the director of music, a psalm of David. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Keep me free from the trap that is set before me. For you are my refuge. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God. This morning, as we deal with another Psalm of David, we can see there from the beginning and I guess throughout where David has taken refuge in God, has run to God for refuge, and refuge being a place of safety or shelter, particularly when one is in trouble, which is ironical this time where many of us who are in our homes are running from the coronavirus, and we're hiding for safety in it. David says that he is taken refuge, has run for safety, not in his house, but to God. That where he has found shelter, he has found a place of safety. And because of that, because God is his place of safety, then he cries to his God. The first two verses, we see him crying and asking God for deliverance. He says, deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge. So the God that he has entrusted himself, he is his protector, his safe place. That is the God that David cries to when he is in trouble. You can see verse is pleading with him to not only saying to come to hear him, but to come quickly, where you can sense that the danger is close. And yet David, his plan or his way out of whatever situation that he's in, it is God. So he's almost saying, he's screaming, he's shouting at him, saying, Lord, turn your ear to me, come quickly and rescue me in this situation. And then he's asking God to be what he is. He's calling God to be what he is, which is be my rock of refuge. We know, as I said earlier, the refuge is a place of safety in which David sees God to be. But it is added another image of a rock. When I said earlier on in other devotion that a rock symbolizes strength. So God is not only a place of safety for him, but is a strong place of safety. So, and then he's appealing to God to be that. Since God, be my safe place, be my hiding place, be my shelter in the midst of my trouble. So he cries to him. Then he goes on saying, verse 3 says, since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. So even there in verse 3, that his request for God to lead and guide him is grounded on what he knows about God, that God, knowing God, that you are my strength, you are my safety, my fortress, you're the one that protects me. And so he comes to him, cries to him, and then he says, Lord, lead and guide me. He says, keep me free from the traps set for me, for you are my refuge. So God, if you can see here the pattern that David is convinced that God is his safety place, is his refuge. is his protection, because and he entrusts himself to that, and because of that, when he's faced with trouble, that's where he goes. Verse 5, he says, "Into your hands I commit my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God." We know this verse very well from Jesus on at the cross. Those are one of the famous 7 words that Jesus says. And in it, I hear David answering God and Jesus at the cross, that David commits his spirit, commits his life to God. And in his commitment, his full commitment, and is asking God to deliver him. And Jesus does the same at the cross. And God, we know that God does deliver Jesus, because we know that death, Jesus was not the end. That we know that the one who died, who went down to die, is the very one that God exalted. And when exalted to be seated at his right hand. So Jesus at the cross was entrusting his life to God, and God did not disappoint him, which is in verse 1. That was a cry of David. It says, "Let me never be put to shame." And we know that that is that God delivered David, delivered Jesus, and also God has promised to deliver us when we're in trouble, and not to left us disappointed. With this, I was remembering Jesus' word to Peter when people are leaving Jesus in large numbers, turning away from him, and then Jesus, "Are you also gonna go?" And Peter says, "Where can we go?" And then Peter also talks and says that we have left everything for you. And Jesus says to Peter, "No one who has left their mother, their father, everything behind for my sake, that will not get 10 times more in this life and a life to come." So you hear that Jesus promises his disciples that if we following him, being his follower, that we will never be left disappointed in this life and also in the life to come. So more than any, as we are taking refuge in our homes from this virus, but more than that, I want us this morning to trust God with our life, with who we are, and also to run to him with our problems, because he is our place of safety, he is our stronghold, he is our refuge, and in him that we know that we will never be left disappointed. We are in safe hands in him. So I'll end there for this morning until we meet again. Bye.